Full program once again of the NASCAR Winston Racing Series late models, limited sportsman, street stocks, plus the fireworks a little bit later. The first event here this evening, the limited sportsman trophy dash. These are your fastest 4 limited sportsman qualifiers. They'll go at it for 4 laps around the 3rd mile oval. The lineup on the pole in 76, Buddy Townsend, alongside in car number 2, that's Don Gregory Jr. Townsend 4th quick, Gregory 3rd fast time this evening. Then on the back row, car 08, that's Randy Sward. And alongside your fast qualifier here this evening from Sunbury, Ohio, Steve Scott. Drivers begin to pick up the pace. And we'll get a green flag this time. 4 laps to go, your limited sportsman trophy dash. Townsend begins to draw away. False start, so we'll get them lined up a little bit better. Ready to get underway. Again, Townsend squirts out to the lead. Gregory trying to hang on in that outside groove. That's Randy Sward in 08. He was your 2nd fast qualifier this evening. Sward trying to track down your leader. Now Gregory drops off the pace. Sward on the move in car 08. That car has been improving week by week. He now challenges your 3rd place driver in the point standings, Townsend. Randy Sward on the outside of Buddy Townsend. They'll get the white flag this time. Townsend closing on that outside. Sward unable to make any headway. Now up into contention is quick timer tonight, Steve Scott. Again, Sward looks to the high groove, but it'll be Buddy Townsend, your winner. 2nd place goes to Randy Sward. 3rd is Steve Scott. And Don Gregory Jr. comes home in the 4th position. Again, Buddy Townsend, your winner. This row, Jeff Loudermilk in 06 and 30. That's Bill Hundley. Row number 3, car 9. That's David Greeno in 64. Is Jim Newman. Tracy Brigner starts back there in 12, and then comes 22, Donald Parsons. Jerry Irwin and Roger Scott ran a little bit too quick, and they're not accelerating, but now they are. Difficulty getting the race started, so we'll try it again. That's Jeff Loudermilk leading the parade down the backstretch. 2nd is Bill Hundley. David Greeno holds on in 3rd. Hundley now drops off the pace. He's up in that 2nd groove. Loudermilk, rather, off the pace in 06. He's trying back again now on the outside of Bill Hundley, your leader. David Greeno in car number 9 holds down 3rd spot. That's Jim Newman in 64, 4th. Continue to mix it up. Those cars touch, and Greeno takes over the runner-up spot. Hundley looking for his first heat race victory this season. Greeno pulls up on a back bumper of your race leader as they race down the front stretch. 2 laps to go. Greeno also winless in heat race competition this season. They'll get the white flag this time. Finally with some breathing room as they head down the back straightaway. Greeno trying hard, but it'll be Bill Hundley, your winner. Second goes to David Greeno. Jim Newman third. Fourth is Jeff Loudermilk. And in fifth spot, Donald Parsons. So his first heat race victory of 1996, Bill Hundley in car number 30. Hundley involved in a serious accident here on the front stretch about, I believe, 6 weeks ago now. Took him a while to get that car strapped back together. But ever since then, it's been a factor every time it's been at the Speedway. Series limited sportsman heat event. Jimmy McCauley, back after 3 weeks off, starts on the pole. Flanking him in car number 7 is rookie driver Bubby Scott. Row 2 consists of car 20, Mike Brown, and another sportsman rookie, Sean Gray in 91. That's Jerry Buck next in 01. And outside of 01 in car 86 will be 86 Mike Holland. And we've got 5 Bob Gruball, 23 John Matthews, and 25 requesting the tail apparently. That's Jimmy Kidd. 9 cars, 8 laps await them in this, the second limited sportsman heat event. Jimmy McCauley, that car not coming up to speed, so he falls behind. Bubby Scott, your leader. Up to third, that's Jerry Buck. He'll look on the outside of Jimmy McCauley. Again, the race leader is Bubby Scott. Jim McCauley trying to hold off Jerry Buck. Scott looking for his second heat race win this season. Leads him at the halfway point. Now the man on the move is Sean Gray. Gray trying to make some headway in that second lane on the outside of Jimmy McCauley. Bubby Scott still your leader. Mike Holland runs fourth. He looks to the inside of McCauley, but there's no room. Scott beginning to encounter lap traffic. Mike Brown, lap traffic. Cars racing side by side, slip beneath. Bubby Scott, your leader, at 7. Half a lap to go. And he'll win easily. Bubby Scott. Second through fourth will be close. It goes to Jimmy McCauley in second spot. Third, Mike Holland. Fourth unofficially was Sean Gray. And that is official now. Bob Grubal in the 5th spot. As always, your laps and race top 5 competitors kept track of on the NASCAR Winston Racing Series scoreboard off of turn number 2. 4-lap trophy dash for the NASCAR Winston Racing Series late model division. Starting first, 4th quick time tonight from London, Ohio. John Strobel at 45 alongside car number 98, Donnie Zero Hill. He's 3rd quick. 2nd quick time in 86 at Skip Thornton from New Albany. And Jerry Jones, your fast qualifier tonight, starts 4th. 4 laps. And we've got a spin. Zero Hill spins down there in turn number 1. Drivers to pick up the pace. Now John Strobel leads the parade. Jerry Jones and Skip Thornton in tight formation. 2 young Lions graduates from 1 year ago in the Sportsman Division shuffle to the top of the deck. The veteran Thornton runs 3rd. Halfway. Jones trying to keep pace, but Strobel draws away, giving 5 car lengths down the backstretch. White flag for the London, Ohio driver. Jones is trying to close in, unable to do so. And your winner in car 45 from London, Ohio, John Strobel. Jerry Jones comes home in 2nd. 3rd goes to Skip Thornton. Awarded with 4th spot will be Zero Hill. Strobel collects his first Trophy Dash victory of the 1996 racing season. Strobel's car sponsored by DuPont Automotive Finishes, Strobel Incorporated, Charlie's House of Meats, and Doyle Construction. Here this evening, these are the slower of the late model competitors. They are lined up in inverted order with the faster cars in this race toward the tail. The front row is father-son, or actually son-father, Ken White in 58, Burgess in 59. Second row, Dean Fusco and Terry Humphrey in car number 1. Then comes 43, that is Wilbur Roby. And on in car number 3 tonight, John Jenkins. Ken White, up off the bottom, about a half car width, shuffles his dad back 1 spot. Now Dean Fusco looks underneath Ken off of turn 4. Kenny White will lead the last one. Fusco and White go at it for the 2nd spot. 10 laps in all make up tonight's first late model heat race. They'll complete lap 2 this time. And we got Wilbur Roby. He spins into the infield. Ken White, your leader. Burgess White, 2nd. Terry Humphrey runs 3rd. Humphrey quickly to the outside of Burgess White. Ken White up in that 2nd groove. Now Humphrey to the outside of Ken White for the lead. They'll complete lap number 4 the next time past start finish. And Terry Humphrey moves out front. The battle for 2nd heats up. Now Burgess looks to the outside of Ken down the backstretch. Wilbur Roby joins the fray in turn number 3. Halfway this time. Checking out in car number 1. The battle for the runner-up spot. And now we got Burgess White apparently leaking fluid, I believe. Again, we're told that fuel coming out of Burgess White's car. And meantime, we got Burgess White and Ken White getting together down there in turn number 1. Okay, 2 laps to go. Terry Humphrey continues to lead. Rookie driver John Jenkins runs second. In third spot, that's Wilbur Roby. No white flag for the veteran. Humphrey taking his 4th heat race victory of 1996. John Jenkins finishes second. Third goes to Wilbur Roby. Humphrey's car sponsored by Basil Oil, Humphrey's Engine Services, Pepsi Cola, Skyline Graphics, Rocks Trailer Sales, and M&R Collision Repair. Event for the late models. And the lineup goes like this. Starting first, in car 26, the racing entrepreneur, Bill Cantley. Cantley in 26. Speaking of entrepreneurs, the next gentleman has a little bit of a name for himself as well. In the NBC4 WCOL Dare car, Fred Reichert. Reichert in car number 4. Then comes another business owner from here on the grounds, the Harris Body Shop owner, Larry Harris in 47. And car 29 beside him, that's Kevin Miller. In row 3, bar owner and businessman Don Wetnall. Flanking him in 77, Kenny Sward. And on the tail, car number 2, Gary Carter. Sward, of course, from Portsmouth, a late model heat event. That's Bill Cantley and Fred Riker running 1-2. Larry Harris up to third. Harris and Riker struggle for the runner-up spot. Wetnall runs 4th. Cantley with that new sheet metal this week. And we got Wetnall spinning also. Actually, Wetnall does not spin. Miller does. Kevin, 5th spot currently, Gary Carter. They begin to pick up the pace. Roll off of turn number 4. We're back underway. Cantley giving now 5 car lengths down the backstretch over Reichert. The battle heats up for third. Sward to the outside of Larry Harris. Now Sward gets the better of Harris. He'll take over third position. Then inside car is Fred Reichert. Don Wetnall off the track on the backstretch. They'll get the halfway signal this time. Oh, and we got Kenny Sword. Contact down in turn number 4. Kenny Sword dropped the left side tires off the racetrack, and when that tire popped back up on, the car pushed out into Fred Reichert, spinning Reichert around. And so we'll have to get him relined up. Never any complaint about favoritism, so we're ready to go back racing. Cantley out front. Second is Larry Harris. Halfway this time. Kevin Miller now around and ailing Gary Carter. That car not up to speed, Carter's car. Reichert advances to 4th. They'll complete lap number 7 this time. Still Bill Cantley. Larry Harris, Kevin Miller 3rd. Carter, that car damaged last week in the feature. Apparently they don't have it buttoned back together quite right. Again, Harris closes in. 1 lap to go. 2 car lengths separates your leaders down the backstretch. Harris closes back in the corner, but it's going to be Bill Cantley bringing the bacon. Finishing second is Harris. Third goes to Kevin Miller. And 4th, car number 4, Fred Reichert. Car sponsored by Terry's in Edwards Motors and Cantley's Racing Parts. Alongside from Seville, Ohio, the Iceman, Tim Ice. Row number 2, Mike Simpson in car 16, and alongside of him, the Big Bird, Robbie Dean in car 94. Next up, car number 6, Jerry Mitchell from Columbus, his second appearance of the season. And alongside in 92, Donnie Renner. And on the tail, car number 7, that is Mike Stacy. Renner apparently will request the tail. Start out back, car 92. Once again, Renner will have the opportunity a little bit later to go after the Budget Car Sales Challenge. If he so chooses, we'll get our crack reporter to that car having trouble keeping it at the top or bottom of the racetrack rather. Ice now slips in turn 4. Up to second is the Big Bird, Robbie Dean. Ice continues to battle in that outside groove. Running 4th is Simpson, but now Jerry Mitchell puts the heat on Mike Simpson. Ice looking inside of Eves, but can't make the pass. They'll be halfway the next time by start finish. It's still Eves, Ice, Dean, and Simpson. Now Ice to the outside of your leader. 2 by 2 down the backstretch. Ice trying to make his way. Dean looking to advance 1 spot. Eves so far just fast enough. Now he slips up in the 4th turn. Ice loses the spot. White flag. Now the Big Bird goes after Eves down the backstretch. Mike Simpson and Tim Ice get together in turn 2. The battle. Eves slips up again. Ice wins. Sponsors on Eves here for their Trophy Dash event. With 4th fast time, the S&T painting entry of Dave Dysinger starts first. He's 4th quick tonight, alongside the current point leader. And 3rd fast qualifier this evening, Jamie Hunt in car 93, the Reynolds Branch Cole Camaro. Inside of row number 2, car 26, Scott Stevens, 2nd quick tonight, and on the tail in 6th, your new track record holder, Bill Wellman. Pick up the pace. Dysinger gets the advantage. Hunt trying to hang on. Now Dave drops the left side tires off the dirt down there in turn, off the pavement rather, in turn 1. He is your leader, Dave Dysinger. Scott Stevens testing an outside groove. He's gaining on him on the backstretch. They'll go side by side through turn number 4. Bill Wellman runs 3rd. Stevens now a half car length advantage, but Dysinger struggles back. They'll get the white flag this time. Contact, in turn number 1. Stevens maintains the lead down the backstretch. And your winner, Scott Stevens. Dysinger finishes 2nd. 3rd goes to Wellman. And 4th, Jamie Hunt. Scott Stevens car sponsored by Stitches in Time, KP Cars, Fast Racing Engines, and Carter Brothers Racing. Car number 34, Gary Lamer, and 41, Jim New. Then comes Scott Blacker in car number 2, and 84, that is Scott Varney. So we got the Scott brothers, so to speak, in row number 3. Bobby Stacy is next, that's car number 83, and number 30 alongside is Rusty Mortimer. Then we've got Sam Payton in car 84, and 14, Rick Curtin. And we're underway. That's Mark Matthews heading down into turn number 1 out front. Jim New, he started third. Make that fourth, rather. He's putting a pressure on Matthews. John Bruce runs in third spot. Lap number 1 in the record books. And Jim New moves around Mark Matthews for the top spot. Bobby Stacy now making his presence known. He'll go after third place, Bruce, down the front stretch. The battle back there for third spot between John Bruce and Bobby Stacy. Scott Blacker now up into fifth spot. Jim New extends his margin over Mark Matthews. Now Bobby Stacy up to third. Stacy and Mark Matthews. The battle for the runner-up spot. And Stacy now second. Sam Payton out of the race in car 85. Jim New on a roll, looking for his third heat race win this season. White flag that time by. 1 lap to go. Stacy trying to close in, but it's going to be too little too late. Your winner, Jim New. Second is Bobby Stacy. Scott Blacker, he's looking for that inside groove down there in the dirt. Finishing third, Mark Matthews. Fourth spot, John Bruce. And Rick Curtin rounds out the top 5. Street stock heat race. The front row consists of Mark Life in car 97 and John Morgan in 07. The second row, car 31, that's Jim Hersey, and flanking him in his first appearance this season, 88 Bruce Holmes. Don Holland is next in car number 9. Alongside that 65 George Lindsay, and rounding out the field in car 70 Heavy Hill, and 75 that's Clyde Trowbridge. That's Mark Life and John Morgan going at it for the top spot. Mark Life just with the narrowest of the margins down the backstretch. Mark Life with 5 heat race victories this season. Leads by about 5 car lengths through the 4th turn. Second place is John Morgan. And Bruce Holmes closing on Morgan. That's Jim Hersey 4th in car 31. Five laps down this time. Two laps to go. Don Holland, close in there. Holland tried to duck inside of Hersey. Meantime, Morgan feeling his oats, putting that pressure on Mark Life. And Mark Life, he'll win. Second goes to John Morgan, third Bruce Holmes, fourth Jim Hersey, and fifth Don Holland. So Life, the winningest heat race winner this season, picks up his 6th heat race victory in 9 events. Mark Life, car sponsored by Central Warehouse Distributors, Sunbelt Paints, Steering Gear Company, Capital Auto Glass, Top Value Muffler, CAS Rebuilders, George's Axle Service, Mac Tools, Main Plumbing, Crocs Trailers, and Subway Corporation. Third street stock heat event here this evening. These are your fastest qualifiers, of course, absent the top 4 Trophy Dash cars. On the pole in 18, he's up to second in the points this week. Bo Davis, alongside in 24, the driver is Rob Martin. The second row finds Mark Freibot and Carl Katz. In the third row, Lonnie Spires in 51 and 43 Mike Schweier. Then we've got 47 Randy Tharp. 22 is Bubba Parsons. And on the tail, car 77, Don Townsend Jr. Apparently Mike Schweier deciding to hang back a little bit, not going up in his original assigned spot. Eight laps await these gentlemen for the third and final street stock heat race. Rob Martin in that outside groove, goes at it with Bo Davis. Don Townsend Jr. off the pace in car 77. And we got a spin down there. That's Mark Freibot. Everybody get out their handkerchief and put it over their mouth quick down there in 4. Bubba Parsons, hello, he collects that outside wall. Lonnie Spires getting his car back underway. Lots of action. It's still Bo Davis holding that top spot. They'll complete lap number 3 this time. Davis still your leader. Halfway this time, 4 laps are down. Your runner-up at this point is Rob Martin. Carl Katz holds third spot. Fourth, a toss-up between Mike Schweier and Randy Tharp. Looks to the inside of Rob Martin, Carl Katz, but Martin slams the door in one. Now Katz moves underneath on the backstretch. Carl Katz up to second spot. Bo Davis will get the white flag this time. Katz closing in car 46. We see Bubba Parsons. He is off the track on the backstretch. And your winner will be Bo Davis, second to Carl Katz. Ooh, third, a very close finish. We'll have to wait for official scoring. Mike Schweier comes home third, Rob Martin fourth, and in fifth, that is Randy Tharp. So your winner, Bo Davis in car number 18. Car sponsored by Wallace Automotive, All City Auto Wrecking, and new company, Your Name Here. Let's see, that is Davis's third heat race victory of 1996. 35 laps. On a front row, in car number 9, from Circleville, Ohio, David Greeno. Alongside in 64, that's Jim Newman. The second row, car 27, Jimmy McCulley. And in car 7, that's Bubby Scott. Next up, we've got car 20, Mike Brown. And car 91, Sean Gray. 01 is Jerry Buck. And alongside of him, 25, Jimmy Kidd. Then comes 86, that's Mike Holland, and 5 is Bob Grubal. The next row, car 76, Buddy Townsend. In car number 2, Don Gregory Jr. And then comes 08, that's Randy Sward. And outside your fast qualifier, new paint scheme on that car from Sunbury. In car 10, Steve Scott. Jeff Loudermilk is next in car 06. Alongside of him, 22. Donald Parsons. Then we've got 71, Roger Scott. 23 is John Matthews. 24, Jerry Irwin. Car number 30, Bill Huntley. And in car 12, Tracy Brigner. 22 cars. Make that 21 cars, apparently. Oh, here we go, 22 cars. They'll go at it for 35 laps for the CarQuest Firecracker Championship. David Greeno, Jim Newman, your front row. Gets the jump. Jimmy McCulley up to the runner-up spot. Mike Brown down third. Greeno holds that 4-car length advantage over McCulley. Mike Brown still third. Now Jerry Buck up to fourth. A lot of laps to go to get sorted out. Greeno, the leader. Now Jerry Buck looks to the outside of third place, Mike Brown. Buck in that Mopar on the move. Now he does battle with Jimmy McCulley. Tracy Brigner is out in car number 12. 5 laps are down, and Jerry Buck, your new leader. Buck started 7th, and then he leads the parade. Now we got Jim Newman. Jim Newman in 64. Also involved, spinning, also involved car number 7 of Bubby Scott's. And again, you can keep your eye on those top 5 on the NASCAR Winston Racing Series scoreboard. 5th is Mike Holland. 5 laps are down, 30 remain for the CarQuest Firecracker Championship in the Limited Sportsman Division. Gary Buck gets real high in turn number 1. McCauley trying to take over that second spot. Greeno still out front. Now Buck back in a racing groove. He goes wheel to wheel with Greeno through turns 3 and 4. And Jerry Buck, your leader. Greeno now second. The battle heats up for 3rd through 10th spot at least. Back there with McCauley. And Mike Brown moves ahead. Mike Brown was just a bit of advantage over Jim McCauley, but now McCauley back on the inside. Randy Sword waits right there for a bobble. And now we're going to have them 3 deep. And Jimmy McCauley gets into the left rear corner of Randy Sword. Car's going down 3 deep down there into turn number 1, and there just wasn't enough room. McCauley with a flat right front corner, or flat right front tire rather. Steve Scott and Jim Kidd going at it back there for 7th spot. Trying to squeeze into 3rd is Mike Holland. Mike Brown bends him off, but now Holland moves alongside on the backstretch. Uh-oh, we got trouble down in 3 and 4. And Buddy Townsend goes around. Car 76, Buddy Townsend. Report is that Mike Brown may have had a tire going down, so we are under caution again. That's a tentative report at any rate, was that Mike Brown had a flat. Five-lapper. And Steve Scott continues to move that new paint scheme. And we got trouble. Sean Gray slow on the backstretch. Sean Gray off into the infield. Meantime, the guys on the move. Mike Holland moves around David Greeno, now Steve Scott. Scott, your fast qualifier, is up to 3rd, challenging Mike Holland for the runner-up spot. Jerry Buck having it his way in that Mopar. Mike Brown back out. He's about 4 laps down. Scott slowing in car number 10. Steve Scott off the pace on the backstretch. Your leader is still Jerry Buck. Tough break for Scott. Caution on the Speedway.
Where the fuck did it go? Goddamn idiot! Where the fuck did it go?
15 laps complete for the CarQuest Firecracker Championship. Sword continues his charge. Sword trying to move around David Greeno. And Gregory also on the move in car number 2. He'll look to the outside of Holland down the front stretch. Cross flags will signify halfway through this 35-lap event. Gregory unable to make any headway on Holland. He'll have to contend with Sword now. Sword and Grubal currently contest the 4th spot. Car 23, Matthews, back out of the pits. He is down to several laps. Randy Sword challenging Don Gregory Jr. for 3rd. Also, we see Sean Gray back out in car 91. Sean Gray in 91 also several laps down. Jerry Buck having it his way into Mopar. Sword and Gregory side by side off the 4th turn for 3rd spot. Now John Gregory Jr. slips inside of Mike Holland. Closing on your leader. Randy Sword off the pace in 08. Caution on the Speedway. Sword pulls to a stop in 08. And the caution flies immediately. And 5th in the race, car 5, Bob Grubal. Again, the 71 car is a lap car. A 3-car battle at the front with 9 laps to go. This time, Jimmy Kidd looks to the outside of your point leader, Don Gregory Jr. Jimmy Kidd and Don Gregory Jr., your 2 most recent track champions, go at it for the runner-up spot. And Kidd is now 2nd. Set his sights on Jerry Buck. Fourth is Holland. Fifth, Bob Grubal. Sixth spot currently held by David Greeno. Laps to go. Jerry Buck trying to hold off Jimmy Kidd. Buck and Jimmy Kidd going at it. Buck, or Kidd rather, looks to the outside of Jerry Buck. Lap traffic ahead. Roger Scott, Jeff Loudermilk, and contact in turn number 1.
He's got something in his hand, he's going to throw it. Jerry Buck's going to throw something.
Contact as those, or at least they worked around the lap car down into turn number 1.
Once slipped down here and he tried to take me.
And we're back underway. 2 laps to go. A wild night in the limited sportsman action. White flag for Don Gregory Jr. And your winner, Don Gregory Jr. Second is Mike Holland. Third goes to Bob Grubal. Fourth, David Greeno. And fifth, Jimmy McCulley. Go down to Cindy Knuckles with this report. Go ahead, Cindy.
Donnie, congratulations. It was a pretty tough night. Go down this way a little bit. Pretty tough night for racing. But congratulations on winning our CarCast WCOL night. What do you think?
Well, I think tonight was just a survival game. I definitely didn't have the fastest car, but the main thing was stay out of trouble. It was beating and banging like crazy, like, I don't know, it was out of control.
Well, congratulations for a great race.
Outside in car number 16 is Mike Simpson. The second row from Darbydale, car 94, Robbie Dean. And alongside in car number 6, Jerry Mitchell. Row number 3 will be 92, the car number 92, He chose not to go after the Budget Car Sales Challenge tonight. From Columbus, Donnie Renner, your current point leader. And outside of him in 7, Mike Stacy from Enon, Ohio. London, Ohio driver John Strobel is next. Outside in 98 in that row, that's Zero Hill. Then comes Skip Thornton in 86. And 13, Jerry Jones. Car number 9 is driven by Danny Eves, and 77 is Kenny Sward. Car 81 is next, that's Don Wetnall. 29, Kevin Miller. 47, Larry Harrison. Car 4, Fred Reichert. 26 is Bill Cantley. 43, Wilbur Roby. Number 1, Terry Humphrey. 33, Dean Fusco. 59, Burgess White. 58 is Ken White. Car number 3, John Jenkins. And on the tail, car 2, Gary Carter. The CarQuest Auto Parts Pace Truck leads the field around, 24 cars. Mike Simpson gets the jump. Mike Simpson, your leader. Tim Ice, second. And we got Dean Fusco turned around in the 4th turn. "75 laps. Mike Simpson and Tim Ice, door to door. And we got a spin, Donnie Renner. One lap is complete. Ease them around. This time, Larry Harris. And we're racing. Robbie D trying to sneak inside of Mike Simpson on that front stretch. Couldn't make the pass. The pace. Kevin Miller is out in 29. Your leader is Tim Ice. Robbie D now looks to the outside, trying to make a move on Mike Simpson. And now Dean is second. Jerry Mitchell and Mike Simpson now go at it for third. Wilbur Roby is back out of the infield in 43. Your leader is still Tim Ice. Robbie Dean second, Jerry Mitchell now third. Robbie Dean begins to catch ice just a little bit. Jerry Mitchell also making some headway. He's up to challenge Dean for third second. Second, Jerry Mitchell third, Mike Simpson fourth, Donnie Renner fifth. Now to the outside of Dean. And the leader, Tim Ice, spins in the third turn. Jerry Mitchell, Mike Simpson, Donnie Renner, Mike Stacy, and Zero Hill, your top five. Jerry Jones in car 13 is off the pace. Caution. The yellow flag is out. Jerry Jones in car 13 rolls to a stop in turn number 2. Jerry Mitchell picks up the pace. And we're back underway. Jones is back out in car 13. I believe 2 laps down unofficially. Still Mitchell, Simpson, Renner, Stacy, and Hill. third of the way through this one this time. In his first appearance this year leads him. Mike Simpson runs second. Actually the second appearance of 1996 for Jerry Mitchell. Mitchell, he's in lap traffic. Simpson is second, Renner third, Stacy fourth, fifth is Zero Hill. The track in 81. Wetnall is out. Stacy on the move in car 7. And Mike Stacy up to second spot. Mitchell with almost a half lap lead over Mike Stacy. John Strobel runs 6, 7th is Skip Thornton. More lap traffic for Mitchell ahead. is on a tear. Mike Stacy in 7 is second. Third place is Mike Simpson. Donnie Renner looks to the inside of Simpson. Off of turn 4. The battle for third. Last traffic trouble for Mitchell. He sweeps underneath Wilbur Roby. A scary moment for your race leader, Jerry Mitchell, that last lap. Now Renner on the outside of Mike Simpson for third position. Donnie Renner up to third spot. To go, 25 laps. Your leader through turns 1 and 2. Car 7, Mike Stacy is second. Mitchell's on a string. He goes to the outside of the Big Bird. Mike Stacy down the front stretch now, runs second. Third is Donnie Renner, and now we got a spin. Burgess White in car 59. The official running order is on the Winston Racing Series scoreboard. The top 5 official running order is up there. 59 laps are down. Trying to keep pace with your race leader. Again, Dean is a lap down, as is Bill Cantley. Mike Stacy is second in the race. Donnie Renner third. That battle could be for position between Stacy and Renner. Ford is also a lap down. Fourth in the event is Mike Simpson. Now Mitchell begins to draw away from the lap car of Dean. Laps remain this time. Position back in the pack between Danny Eaves and Terry Humphrey. Mitchell still checking out in car number 6. Looks to the outside of Stacy. 5 laps to go. 5 laps. White flag for Jerry Mitchell. The battle for second still between Stacy and Renner. Your third place car is Mike Simpson. Make that fourth place car. No doubt about your winner, your CarQuest Firecracker Championship, Jerry Mitchell. Second is Mike Stacy. Third, Donnie Renner. Fourth, Mike Simpson. Coming home fifth is Zero Hill. Unofficially, Skip Thornton is 6th, and again unofficially 7th spot to John Strobel. I believe those cars the only cars on the lead lap. His first feature win of 1996, Jerry Mitchell. Go ahead, Cindy.
Just go anywhere I wanted to. That last restart, about 20 laps to go, I'm sure I was losing right from the
Here we've got Jerry Mitchell, winner of our late model 4th of July Championship. This is Larry's first win of the 1996 season. Had three, that's all we care about. Yeah. We had 3 feature wins last year. Started 4th, how was it?
Rough. The car was smooth. I knew I had a good car. I just tried to bide my time early in the race. I don't know what happened to Tim and Robbie there, but I think I could have gotten by them probably halfway through the race. But then on that last restart at 59 or 60 laps, I swear I had a right front tire going flat. It's just shaking like crazy out there. All I could do to hang on.
Do you have some people you like to thank?
Oh, well, I got to thank Charlie's House of Meat, and I have to thank Al Reeves, the car owner. I mean, without him, we wouldn't be here. he works his butt off on this thing.
Well, congratulations, Jared, for winning our Car Quest 75 lap late model feature.
We got row number 1, Mark Life and John Morgan in row 2. The third row, we've got George Lindsay, Jim Hersey in 31, 81, and beside him 88, Bruce Holmes. Then we've got 9, Don Holland, and 65, George Lindsay. Heavy Hill is next in car 70, and alongside 75, Clyde Trowbridge. Then we've got 18, Bo Davis, and 24, Rob Martin. 29 is Mark Fraybot. 46 is Carl Katz. 51, Lonnie Spires. 43, Mike Schweier. Next up, 47, that's Randy Tharp. 22, Bubba Parsons. 77 is car 77 is Don Townsend Jr. 26, Scott Stevens. 93 is Jamie Hunt. 84, Scott Barney. And number 6, Bill Wellman. Here we go. 30 laps. That's Bobby Stacy out front. Mark Life now in 97 runs second. Two laps are down. It's still Bobby Stacy, Mark Life, Rusty Mortimer, John Morgan, and Bruce Holmes, your top 5. Rob Martin has been disqualified for rough driving. Lindsay trying to squeeze underneath Jim Hersey. Lindsay up to 5th spot. Mike Schweier making some progress along with Scott Stevens in that outside lane. Stacy, Mark Life, John Morgan, still your top 3. George Lindsay trying to squeeze underneath Mortimer, but can't pull it off. And we got a spin in turn 3. Meantime, we got Scott Stevens, that car up in smoke. So red flag. Safety crew out to check on the condition of Scott Stevens. He's out of that car. There in the 4th turn.
We did early in the race. But then we go.
For 4th spot. Meantime, Schweier moves up to 6th in car 43. Trowbridge with a spin. Trowbridge in car 75. Collision. Don Townsend Jr., Jim Hersey, and Bubba Parsons. Concern centers around the condition of Don Townsend Jr. If we get everybody back away, please. Get back away from the wall, please. So again, we're checking on the condition of Don Townsend Jr. We're also checking on Donald, or make that Bubba Parsons. We see Bubba Parsons moving around in that car, and Jim Hersey apparently is okay as well. Hersey and Parsons both climbing out of those cars. Townsend, a lot of rib pain, but other than that, is okay. Okay, 16 laps are down, 14 remain. Bobby Stacy in car 83, turning the lead over to Mark Life. To go this time. John Morgan trying to put the heavy pressure on Mark Life for the top spot. Lap car trouble with Dave Dysinger. He is way off the pace out there making laps. Car 27. Mike Schweier up to challenge Morgan and Life. Schweier to the outside of John Morgan. Now Schweier goes after your leader. Bill Wellman moves up to 4th spot in car number 6. The rookie Life trying to fend off Mike Schweier. Wellman continues to move now to the outside of John Morgan for 3rd position. Wellman in car number 6. 5 laps remain. And Bill Wellman up to 3rd. Schweier again into that outside lane. Wellman will tuck in behind Life. the battle for second between Schweier and Wellman. Schweier again trying to make some ground in an outside lane. The white flag this time for rookie driver Mark Life. Wellman looking on the inside, Schweier on the outside. Your street stock Firecracker champion, Mark Life. Second to Bill Wellman. Third goes to Mike Schweier. So a storybook ending. Mark Life won the heat race earlier this evening. And then he comes out here and wins his first career feature event here for the CarQuest Firecracker Championship. Don't run off, folks. We got the fireworks coming up. Your winner, Mark Life.
They're not bad.
Wellman. We're going to wait just a minute for him to get his helmet off.
Again, Mark with his first career feature victory.
Here we are, Mark Life, first street stock career win. How's it feel?
It's a rush, I'll tell you. I didn't think I had enough for 83, but as soon as he got out of shape, I took advantage of it and just stayed out of trouble and did the best I could, and this was enough.
I'm sure you got some sponsors you'd like to thank.
I'd like to thank Mac Tools, Main Plumbing, CPR, Jordan's Axle Housing Services, Steering Gear, Driveline One, CarQuest, and most of all, the two people that made this possible for me is my mom and dad right over there.
Congratulations, Mark. Hope you get to do a lot more.